Building strong business relationships starts with confidence. And confidence comes from knowing that you're working with legitimate, trustworthy companies. The good news? Verifying a UK company has never been easier. With free government databases, enhanced transparency regulations, and new identity verification rules taking effect in November 2025, you have more tools than ever to make informed decisions. In today's video, we're going to walk you through the complete process of verifying whether a company is legitimate. We'll show you the free government tools that you can use, the red flags to watch out for, and professional checks that give you peace of mind. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect yourself and your business from scams. And here's the good news. With the new regulations we spoke about coming into effect in November 2025, verifying companies is about to get even easier. So, let's dive in. The very first place that you should check is Companies House. This is the official register for all UK companies and it's completely free to use. Every legitimate business in the UK must be registered here. So if you can't find a company on this database, that's your first major red flag. Head over to the website on screen and can also be found in the description below, and enter either the company name or company registration number. A company registration number, also called the CRN, is usually displayed on the company's website, invoices or email signatures. If a company refuses to give you this number, that's already a warning sign. Once you've searched, you'll instantly see key details like whether the company is active or dissolved, the official registered office address, when the company was incorporated, who the current directors are, the company's filing history. Now, here's what you need to check. First, confirm that the company registration number matches the one that you're given on their website or invoices. Consistency matters. If the numbers don't match, something's definitely wrong. Second, verify the registered address. Does it match what's on their website? Does it match the address you're given in emails or contracts? If the addresses are different, you need to ask why. Third, look at their filing history. Legitimate companies file their annual accounts and confirmation statements on time. If you see gaps, delays, or missing filings, that's a sign that the company isn't staying compliant. And non-compliance often means deeper problems. Companies House is your foundation. The information you find here sets the tone for everything else you'll check. So take your time with this step. Check who's actually running the company. Knowing that a company is registered is one thing, but who's behind it? That's where you need to dig a little deeper. On the Companies House page for any company, you'll find a section showing the directors and people with significant control, or PSCs. PSCs are individuals who own or control more than 25% of the company's shares or voting rights. This section tells you who really has power in the business. Start by reviewing the directors. How long have they been in their roles? If directors change frequently, that can indicate instability or mismanagement. You should also check the register of disqualifications to see if any of the directors have been banned from running companies. This register is free to access and it tells you why someone was disqualified and for how long. Now let's talk about PSCs. If the company has a PSC listed, that's a good sign of transparency. If there's no PSC and the company is privately owned, ask yourself why. Sometimes there are legitimate reasons, but it's worth questioning anyway. Here's something important. From November 2025, all directors and PSCs must complete mandatory identity verification. This is part of the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act, and it's a game changer. It means that from that point forward, every director and PSC will have their identity checked through gov.uk, one login, or via an authorised corporate service provider, like your company formations. What does this mean for you as someone checking a company? It means the information you see on Companies House will be far more reliable. It will be much harder for fraudsters to create fake director appointments or hide behind false identities. But don't stop here. You should also check the individual insolvency register. Enter the names of the directors to see if any of them have a history of bankruptcy or personal insolvency. If a director has been involved in multiple failed companies, that's a pattern that, well, you need to know about. A company's filing history tells you a lot about how organised and transparent they are. Go back to the Companies House page and scroll down to the filing history section. What you're looking for here is consistency. Do they file their confirmation statements on time every single year? Are their annual accounts submitted without delays? Have they made a lot of amendments or corrections to their filings? Legitimate businesses keep up with their legal obligations. They file on time, they keep accurate records, and they don't have a trail of corrections and late submissions. On the other hand, if you see missing filings, repeated late submissions, or constant amendments, that suggests poor management at best, or deliberate avoidance at worst. And here's the thing, Companies House can dissolve a company if it fails to file its accounts. So if a company is trading but isn't filing, they're either flying under the radar or about to get struck off the register. Now, this step only takes a few minutes, but it can save you from dealing with a company that's already in trouble. If a company is charging you VAT, they must be registered with HMRC. And the good news is you can check this instantly using the free HMRC VAT checker. Head over to the website that is currently displayed on screen, or can also be found in the comments, and enter the VAT number in the format of 2 letters and 9 digits. The system will display the registered business name and address associated with that VAT number. Now here's what you need to confirm. Does the business name match what the company has told you? Does the address match the one on Companies House? Are they using the same legal name consistently across their website invoices and official documents? If any of these details don't match, that's a big red flag. Some fraudsters make up VAT numbers to look legitimate and then charge inflated prices. Others use real VAT numbers that don't belong to them. Cross-referencing this information with Companies House will quickly expose inconsistencies. And here's a simple rule. If a company refuses to give their VAT number while charging you VAT, walk away. Legitimate businesses have nothing to hide. This check takes less than a minute, but it's one of the most effective ways to verify legitimacy. Now, depending on the nature of the potential relationship, you might want to go deeper and check the company's financial health. One way to do this is by reviewing their filed accounts on Companies House. Well, first, check if there's a qualified or adverse audit opinion. If an auditor can't verify certain information or doubts the company's ability to keep trading, that's a serious concern. Think of it this way, the auditor's job is to confirm the numbers are accurate. If they can't do that, alarm bells should be ringing. Next, look at the revenue trends over multiple years. One bad year can happen to anyone. Market shifts, economic downturns, whatever. But if you see consistent drops in revenue year after year, that suggests that the business is genuinely struggling and the trend isn't reversing. Now check the balance sheet for debt levels compared to assets. Are liabilities piling up? Are cash reserves shrinking? If the company owes more and more while having less and less to cover it, they could be heading towards insolvency. It's a bit like someone maxing out their credit card while their savings account empties. Eventually, something has to give. And here's another subtle red flag: frequent changes in auditors. If a company keeps switching auditors every year or two, ask yourself why. Sometimes they might be disagreeing with how the accounts are being prepared, of course, but legitimate companies tend to stick with their auditors unless there's a genuinely good reason to change. You can also run credit checks through services like Dun & Bradstreet. They provide paydex scores, which predict how promptly a company pays its suppliers. High scores mean reliable payment behaviour. Low scores means cash flow problems or intentional delays. If you're entering a major contract or partnership, these checks are worth the investment. They give you the insight into whether the company can actually deliver on their promises. If you're dealing with a company that offers financial services, investments, insurance, loans, or financial advice, they must be authorised by the Financial Conduct Authority, or FCA. Never deal with an unauthorised firm. Go to the website displayed on screen right now and can also be found in the comments, and search for the company name or registration number. The register will show you whether they're authorised and what permissions they have. This is crucial. A company might be authorised to provide insurance but not investment advice. If they're offering services outside their permissions, that's illegal and a massive red flag. The FCA also publishes a warning list of known scams and unauthorised operators. Check this list before you commit to anything. If a company appears on the warning list, report them and walk away immediately. A company's website can reveal a lot about its legitimacy. Start by checking when the domain was registered using the Whois lookup. You can find the address by looking on the screen now or finding it in the comments below. If a company claims to have been trading for 10 years, but their website is only 6 months old, well, then something doesn't add up. New companies naturally have new websites, of course, but established businesses should have an older online presence. Also, check for an SSL certificate. Look for the HTTPS in the web address and the padlock symbol in your browser. Legitimate businesses invest in proper security certificates. Compare the contact details on their website with the information on Companies House. The business address and company name should match. Professional businesses also use company email addresses like info@ and then the company name .co.uk or .com, not free providers like Gmail or Hotmail. Finally, read their privacy policy and terms and conditions. Are they clearly written and easy to find, or are they vague and hidden somewhere in the site? Legitimate companies are transparent about how they handle data and their business terms. Beyond all the official checks, you need to trust your instincts. So let's talk about the behavioural red flags that should make you think twice. First up is the reluctance to provide their company number. Every legitimate UK company has this information and shares it freely. It's public information, right? So if they're making it difficult, dodging the question or saying they'll get back to you, then they're hiding something. Simple as that. Next, watch out for pressure for upfront payment without any documentation. Legitimate businesses provide written quotes, contracts and invoices before taking a penny from you. They're comfortable with reasonable payment terms. But if someone's using high pressure tactics, pushing you to pay immediately, saying this offer expires today, that's often a scam. They want your money before you have time to think. Here's another one to look out for, which is cash-only payment requests. Think about it. Modern businesses accept bank transfers, cards, PayPal, traceable payment methods. Insisting on cash makes transactions completely untraceable. And that's often a sign of tax evasion or outright fraud. There's a reason they don't want a paper trail. Now check if their contact details match across all platforms. The phone number on their website should match what's on Companies House. Same with the email and the address, of course. If you're seeing inconsistencies like different addresses or mismatched phone numbers, that suggests that somebody may be impersonating a legitimate company. They're using bits and pieces from different sources to look credible. Pay attention to how they talk about their own company. If you ask basic questions and you get a vague response about company structure, that's pretty suspicious. Employees should know their company registration details, who the directors are, and where the business is based. If they can't answer simple questions or they're fumbling for information, they might be fraudsters using a company name without any actual authorization. What about meeting in person? Now, yes, home-based businesses exist and that's perfectly legitimate, but if a company refuses all in-person meetings at their business premises and won't give you a reasonable explanation, that's a huge red flag. Legitimate businesses are generally comfortable showing you where they operate. Those who refuse, well, they might not have legitimate facilities at all. And finally, the classic too good to be true offers. Promises of unrealistic returns, no risk investments, prices far below market rates. These are designed to attract victims. They prey on people who want to believe they found an amazing deal. Here's the rule. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Trust that feeling. So, there you have it. Verifying a company's legitimacy has never been easier. Start with Companies House, cross-check information through VAT verification, review their financial health, and always trust your instincts when something feels off. The November 2025 identity verification reforms are a major step forward. They make it harder for fraudulent companies to operate and increase trust in verified businesses. Investing a few minutes in due diligence can prevent significant losses and protect your business. If you're ready to register your own company, check out our affordable packages at yourcompanyformations.co.uk. The link, as always, is in the description. And if you found this helpful, give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more straightforward business and compliance guides. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.